Mr. Speaker, I rise for a point of personal privilege.
The delegate has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, members of the House, let me begin by saying something here. The death of Stephanie Mentor was a tragedy, a terrible tragedy. And I think what makes it even more tragic is that it was the result of systemic failures. But let's be clear, Mr. Speaker. Let's be clear about whose failures those were. This was an epic failure on the part of ICE. All right? Mr. Speaker, we had some conversation today in the Public Safety Committee, and I think that there is a little bit of a misunderstanding, perhaps, by my friends on the other side of the aisle about how ICE detainers work and how things happen. But the individual who's responsible for this crime was in Fairfax County's custody overnight at least 8 times. This is the 9th time this individual has been in Fairfax County's custody since 2018. Only once did ICE send a detainer for this person's arrest, and the person ICE went ahead and took them into custody in 2018. Now remember who was president in 2018, right? This was Donald Trump's ICE, took them into custody. For whatever reason, there was an order of removal that was issued, but this individual was never removed. ICE and the Department of Homeland Security didn't follow up on that. And as a result, this person returned to Fairfax County Jail another 7 times, right? And we heard the litany of times and the charges. And let me tell you something, Mr. Speaker. ICE knew about it every single time. Every single time they were booked, they were fingerprinted, their information on what crime they committed, what they'd done, where they were, was entered into the NICS system, the national database that alerts ICE officers when somebody that's on their list, somebody who has a removal order, is in custody. They know about it. 4 times, Mr. Speaker, in 2025. All right? So let's think about who was president in 2025. Let's think about who was governor in 2025. 4 times in 2025 alone. In March, in July, in November, and in December of 2025, this person was in custody overnight. Fairfax County was waiting for a detainer to come down. They entered the information. Virginia law enforcement officers did their job. They said, we've got this person. We know you want them. Here he is. Come get your guy. And no detainer came down, Mr. Speaker. So we've had to suggest that this is somehow a lack of cooperation, that somehow we're hiding the ball, that somehow somebody in Fairfax County doesn't want the feds to know where this person is. That couldn't be further from the truth. In Fairfax, we did what we were supposed to do. In fact, with all the publicity about this, the only thing I've heard from DHS so far is a social media post saying, don't let this guy out. I called the sheriff this morning and said, hey, all the publicity, all that we've heard about this, have you received a detainer from ICE yet? The answer is only an informal detainer, Mr. Speaker. Haven't even received a detainer yet. And Mr. Speaker, again, it is a tragic thing what happened to Stephanie Mentor, and I appreciate the outrage, and I'm frustrated, and I'm angry about it, and I think it's disgusting as well, but I have to tell